How
All right,
about
hold on,
that?
Kyle. We're live.
Hey, crazy wild card weekend. Welcome everybody. Coach's Call on Tap. This is our daily chalk talk. We're going over some of these games starting at Saturday, Sunday. Today's CJ Stroud. I touted him the last time on our Pick'em show. I caught shit for it. He just looked amazing. The Chiefs did Chiefs things. The Dolphins did Dolphins things. The Cowboys did Cowboy shit, you know.
Dude.
It's and then
They did.
and then the Lions and the Rams decided just to stop scoring and screw up my fucking parlay, my over parlay. I mean, everybody was going over, and then they decided, you know what, all them points good enough just for the half. Welcome, everybody. We're live here on YouTube. Coach's Call on Tap. This is our daily chalk talk. We're going to talk about what's going on in football. I know we've got some bets. I know I've got a bet and some prop bets here. We got Tristan in North Carolina, Kyle in Penn, and Donnie snowed in Tennessee. Welcome, guys. How's everybody going?
Definitely snowed in.
Doing? What's going on?
We are living
Yeah,
the dream.
living the dream. Kyle, are you doing any basketball stuff right now?
No, not today.
Okay, I went 1-1.
Today.
Never bet a fucking Ivy League basketball ever again. I'll never do that again.
Unless
Those
it's
guys
Princeton.
Those guys don't know how to,
Princeton.
those guys don't know how to play. Anyway, Tristan, how are you doing, man? I hadn't seen you in a couple of days. I hadn't heard from you in a couple of days. Everything good?
I literally talked to you yesterday, but it's going great, Coach. Going great.
Gotcha. By the way, the Hornets are the Panthers on the hardwood floor. They can't score. It's a rough, even with LaMelo. But it was fun watching them against the Spurs. Anyway, let's get to football.
Charlotte sports is rough right now.
Yeah, it is. It's tough over there. Man, CJ Stroud. I just had a feeling in Houston, rode the wave. The guy can play, man. I mean, and it was a blowout. I mean, Flacco came in slinging it, and he did. He hit his over yards. He hit that prop for me. He hit his over yards. But then he just started throwing it to the other team for some reason. I don't know. What do you think about that game there, Donnie?
No, I mean, hey, you've got to give them credit. Flacco didn't look terrible, but their defense really stepped up and took control of the game. I mean, I thought it would be a super high scoring game. I was wrong. The Browns just couldn't get anything going. And just the opposite, the Texans were able to score on the Browns at will, who have been one of the best defenses this year. So give the credit to the Houston coaching staff. Man, they did an excellent job preparing for that game.
Loved it. Kyle, what did you think? Did you watch that? Did you watch that Texans game? You have any interest in that?
No, I did not actually. I wasn't home this weekend, but I did watch the highlights.
Where were you to not watch the wild card fucking weekend?
I was at a high school basketball showcase.
I got you.
Well,
That makes sense.
Watching the
We don't pay you to
future
do
college
this, so that
stars.
makes sense. You can go do what you want.
Indeed.
Tristan, I know you watched it. I know you were all over the Browns. I think you even said Browns by murder.
I was all
so
over the
what's a
Browns,
big
too,
whale
so.
play for you? You were all over the Browns in every which way. What happened, bro?
It's just crazy to me how these teams they fight all year to get to this spot and they just don't show the fuck up. Flacco actually looked good up until about the third quarter, and then I mean they were down 10 in the third, and it's like it's a football game. You're not out of it. 2 back-to-back pick sixes puts you the fuck out of it. So
Yeah. Dak knows that too.
yeah, we'll get to that here in a minute. Yeah, I don't know. Texas just showed up to play ball. Browns didn't. That simple.
Yeah. Well, I did take the Texans with the points. I took Flacco over yards and CJ Stroud over his yards. So that was a really good game for me. I really enjoyed it. The Dolphins and the Chiefs.
Another fucking
Like you
dumbass
can't,
game.
yeah, you can't just. Mike McDaniel. He played like Ronald McDonald, or he coached like Ronald McDonald. Mike McDaniel, which I think is a great story. You know what I mean? Do y'all know all about his story, how he grew up and all that stuff?
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
okay, everybody know, right? Yeah. Single mom, ball boy. Coach went out with his mom. He got it. It's a great story. It's a fantastic story. Until it gets below 40 degrees, and then you don't know what the fuck to do.
And I was saying they were talking about like historic temps and fade the Dolphins because it's cold.
Mhm.
It was a different kind of cold though. The Chiefs don't play in that every fucking week. That was like
No,
that
they don't.
was even playing field in my opinion, and you just got your fucking ass waxed.
Well, the other thing is that field is heated. KC's field is heated, so your footing's going to be. That's not just throw the ball, catch the ball, throw the ball, catch the ball, and they couldn't do that.
You know how to
I
do
mean,
that?
what? Who's this? Let's see. We're watching Buffalo right now. Kincaid's got 2 catches for 49. Diggs has 5 catches for 35. You don't think it's some kind of cold over there?
Oh, it is super cold.
I mean,
there.
gee,
is
and these guys are snagging
freezing.
balls.
Oh,
So,
it's freezing.
I don't know. When I was coaching back in the day, and it got to the rainy kind of season, we knew it was going to rain. We'd practice with wet balls. I don't know what these guys can do, but I mean, you're a professional, brother. You need to be able to play in that to win in that. But again, we had the Chiefs, so that worked out okay. But it was just I had the over in that game, so I lost that. Did y'all have anything? Did y'all win any money in these games? Y'all are awful fucking
No.
quiet. It's tough for
No.
me to carry this right now.
No.
No?
I did not.
No
But
money in these. Okay.
Let me
are
ask
y'all
you
even
this
betting right
question, though,
now?
Coach.
Yeah.
What do you think the Dolphins should do next?
Punt.
Get a defense.
I don't.
Get a defense.
I mean, get a running game. I mean, because when you
Get a
come
defense.
when it gets to this part of the season, if you don't run the ball well, if you don't throw the ball well, like Buffalo is now, you got to run the ball. And you gotta be able to
The
pound
thing
it.
with the Dolphins too, though, was that Kansas City didn't play that great.
Mm-hmm.
The
No.
Dolphins played like absolute shit.
Kansas City's not very good.
Yeah, I was saying I forget who I was saying this to, but like from what I saw with Kansas City in the regular season, that's exactly what I saw in that playoff game. I didn't see anything else.
Yeah,
Field goal, field goal, field goal, and 2 touchdowns.
they lose the next round.
They should. They definitely should.
Who do they play? Who are they playing, Tristan?
We
in the
don't know
next round?
yet.
Huh?
We don't know
Who
yet.
could they possibly play?
Buffalo and Houston, I think, right?
I think
Yeah,
if Buffalo
it.
wins this game, it's going to be Buffalo
Mhm.
because if the
It looks like it.
if the Steelers lose, they could play the Ravens. So
Okay.
the Texans play the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see the Chiefs winning another ball game. They just don't look good at all. You're right.
Yeah,
Trey,
I
I agree
agree.
with you. Dolphins look just like shit. Like you
Look
work
like
your
they
ass
didn't
off
want to be
all,
there.
Yeah, you worked your ass all year long to go lay an egg.
Hey, it's kind of like the next team we're about to talk about.
I don't understand. I don't understand that. But anyway, yeah. How about them dude? Can the Packers win the Super Bowl?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
No.
At least I'm talking
I
to
was
one of y'all.
repeatedly
I think
saying
so.
they were too young, they were too young, they were too young, but man, they look grown up yesterday.
49ers.
All those receivers look grown up, and
Jo-
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love, man. I mean,
Because I was saying yesterday, like I trust Jordan Love, but I didn't trust those receivers. But those receivers, I mean, they showed me something yesterday. I'll tell you that.
They are playing good enough to win.
Yeah.
Now, will they? I don't know. But shit, they impressed me. I mean, they just manhandled.
Really stepped up.
I mean,
They stepped way up.
Jeez.
Well, I'm going to tell you now.
Go ahead.
We're going to talk about the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just wanted, that was my only question about the Packers, is because we really never talked about them all year long.
So a lot of I've been asked by people I know and then reading online, they're like, what do the Cowboys do from here? This is what I would do. One thing, they're soft top to bottom, from Jerry Jones down to the fucking ball boy. You're all fucking soft. But Jerry's not going to relinquish anything, so you can't fix that.
Sure.
But one thing I am going to do is Dak's gone. This isn't a knock on Dak. Dak was a top 3 quarterback in the league this year, and he wasn't 3. He wasn't 3. So, but you're gone. You have taken us as far as you will ever take us. You're going to do great in the Super Bowl. You're going to do great in the regular season. You might win a playoff game if you're lucky, but you're not going farther than that.
Right.
So for that purpose, you're gone.
So hold on 1 second. So is he still an elite quarterback?
He's top 5.
No.
No.
Is he an elite quarterback?
Yes. I will tell you that. Yes, but he
So-
will
so-
not. He
so-
will
so-
not.
So,
He
so
will-
to be an elite quarterback, you don't have to win a Super Bowl. You just have to win us 10 to 12 games a year, and you're elite.
When we're talking elite, you look at statistics. Dak's stats.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Here's the difference between our generations. You
No.
look at statistics. I look at championships.
No.
Okay. So in your words, in your eyes, he is elite. All you got to do is win 10 to 12 games.
No, that's not
great
what I
stats
said.
and you're
No,
elite.
that's not what I said. Don't put
Well,
words
I'm
in my mouth.
asking you. Well, I'm asking you.
You won't
Fuck,
let me
answer me.
answer. You won't let me answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Looking at Dak stats from this year, yes, he was an elite quarterback this year. He's top 5, but he is not going to win you a championship. That's what I'm telling you. He will not win you a championship. He
So
won't.
he's still elite, but he can't win a championship
You can be elite and produce stats and not be a winner.
like LeBron. Okay, I got you. I understand. Okay.
Well,
Well, LeBron proved that.
anyway,
It's true.
Anyway,
One.
I agree. No, go ahead. Keep going because more than just Dak has to go.
Yeah, and then number 2, Dan Quinn fired. Dan Quinn fired. You're horrible. You literally could not stop a nosebleed yesterday. Micah Parsons traded. You're better at podcasting. You're better at podcasting.
Wow.
He did.
Wow.
He's a great athlete.
Okay. No,
Okay.
He's
I'm with you, baby.
unbelievable.
I am not disagreeing.
No,
Go.
you
I
can't-
love it.
No, because like you can't
Let's
sit
go.
here. You can't sit here and argue with me.
I'm not.
When no. Just
Oh,
anybody
yeah.
because the last 3 years you win 12 games, you get in the playoffs, and you fucking suck. So if that's the case, if we're gonna have all this talent on one team, great. We're regular season Super Bowl champions, but you can't win anything that matters. Get the fuck out of here, and I'll bring people in that will.
Can we get rid of that crybaby CD Lamb too? I'm tired of seeing him whine on the sideline.
Any of them. I mean, I'm just.
All of them.
But it starts with Dak. I told my friend today he's.
It does start with Jack.
Dak.
Jack,
Yeah.
Black.
But it
Fail.
does. It starts with Dak. You have to get a winner in there. I'm sorry.
that's obvious.
You're
Go ahead. I got an apology to make when you're done.
okay. To me.
No.
Okay. I was gonna let you go, but anyway. But yeah, like I said, it starts with Dak. McCarthy gone. I mean, but yeah, that's all I got on that. Go ahead, Donnie.
Nothing's ever going to change unless Jerry Jones lets it change. Go ahead, Donnie.
I'm going to apologize to Russell. I gave him so much crap about Dak all year, saying he had 3 picks in his pocket at all times, and he only had 2. It is my fault. I thought he had 3. He only had 2. That's what I get to say. I'm sorry. Russell.
Oh, jeez. I don't.
It was horrible.
Yeah, no, that was embarrassing. There's no other way to put it.
At
That was
home.
I mean, he
flat out
choked.
embarrassing.
The lights were too bright. That's all there was to it.
When
I
your
mean-
fans are leaving at halftime, like
Yeah.
you need to fire everybody in the organization and rebuild.
Shit rolls downhill. Okay, it always rolls downhill, and this is where, like me and Donnie, we disagreed on the whole Vrabel woman owner thing. Shit rolls downhill. This Dallas thing
does.
is nobody's fault but Jerry Jones's fault. It's his fault. You can build anything you want. You can hire all the people you want to build a home. But if you don't let them fucking build a home, it's going to fall apart. You're only the owner. You control, but if you get a coach in there, you got to let that coach get his people, or you got to have. But when you try to control every single thing, it just doesn't work. And that's where him and Jimmy Johnson parted ways, because Jerry could not stand that everybody was giving Jimmy all the credit, which it shouldn't have been split anyway. 30% of it goes to Jerry for hiring Jimmy, and then the rest of it goes to Jimmy for producing a championship for you. Donnie can hire me to paint a home, but let me go pick the fucking paint and let me go roll the bitch. That's just the way it is.
It ain't gonna
You
work. well.
can't
I've
sit
seen it.
there. You can't sit there and have a GM or the owner or whatever handcuff your head coach. That's what Jerry does. He handcuffs that head coach.
Pepper does the same thing in Carolina until
Yeah.
I don't like where that's going. But
No, it's not good.
I'm to the point, and I'm pissed off because I defended the Cowboys all year. I did every podcast. I always defended them. I really thought this year would be different. It will never be different. I don't think. With the current situation, it'll never be different.
Well, Donnie and I did agree with you, and we agreed with each other. No, they were a good ball club, but we knew first or second round they're done. They're done.
Yeah.
Once the playoffs, they're dumpster fire. They can't handle
Lights
that
are just
shit.
too bright.
Yeah, they can't handle that. They just
I mean,
can't do it.
I didn't think they'd cover yesterday, but I damn sure didn't think they'd lose. I did not think they'd lose, and especially like that.
Well, the only thing I bet on that game was the over, because the Cowboys defense just wasn't what they used to be, and
Bingo.
I was afraid, and it happened. I was afraid Dak was gonna do Dak things, and he did.
And I don't take back what I said about Dak. It all stands. But when your defense cannot stop anything,
Yeah,
I
they give up
mean,
10 points a quarter.
more than
More
that.
than
But
that.
when your defense can't stop anything, like Dak deserves what I'm saying and all the criticism he's getting, but that fucking defense needs to be railroaded. I mean, they are terrible.
So Dak threw two picks for pick sixes, right? Just
He threw
one.
1 pick six, and then
Okay,
one
so
pick
that's
six.
7 points. Your defense still gave up 41. Am I right? Yeah, 34.
Well,
yeah, your
they
defense still gave
scored
up 41
13
points.
off the turnovers, technically. 13 points off turnovers.
Okay,
But
I mean, you give up more than 30 points in the playoff, you're gonna find it hard to win in a playoff.
Yep.
You're not going to go to San Francisco and spot them 34 points.
No,
Lord no.
that is
And-
not going to happen.
Lord no.
And do not think this game was close.
No,
Because of
shit.
that
No, it
score.
wasn't.
It was
No.
empty calories, empty stats. That game was a blowout from
Yeah,
from the opening
Start to finish.
kickoff.
It's just like drinking.
Aaron
beer.
Jones looks like he was 24 years old again yesterday.
Facts.
Just
Yeah,
throwing shit around like Donnie.
yeah. Hey,
Throw it
Harbaugh.
around.
Harbaugh's in L.A. interviewing right now.
Mhm.
He already did.
He
Yesterday.
Yeah.
already did. Okay.
No, it was today, but I think it was
Was it
around
today?
lunchtime. Yep.
Oh.
I was hoping he'd go to Dallas so I could really hate the Cowboys. But
I was hoping he comes here.
dude, the Rams and the Lions.
As long as he doesn't end up in Pittsburgh.
The Rams and the Lions.
1 point game.
Yep.
That was fun.
Probably the best game on the weekend so far.
Easily the best game of the
Man, the
weekend so
first
far.
half was. The second half, I wanted to punch the TV because nobody could score. I had the over. But yeah, I agree. It was. Well, I mean, I don't know. I was on the Texans, so that was a lot of fun for me to watch. I enjoyed watching that game. Plus, I'm in Texas. But the Lions and the Rams, pretty good little ball game. Dan is the man over there. He's creating a culture.
I'm glad I didn't bet that game because I'd have lost. I was going to take the Rams money line.
I did
Oh,
take
you-
the Rams money line.
Didn't we all bet the Rams or pick the Rams in our
Well,
podcast?
Well,
It
we
did
got it
not
right
go.
though because it was a spread. They covered 3.
They
Good.
did cover. They covered.
Yeah.
They just didn't win.
I got you. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's crazy. Now we got the Steelers and the Bills, and then we've got Eagles tonight.
Yep.
So there's
I like the Eagles.
a kid at my work asked. He goes, "Dude, I want to bet the over in the Bucks Eagles game."
I would not do
I
that.
said, "Who the fuck? Who's going to score?
Yeah.
How's that going to happen?"
I mean, no, just don't do
Yeah,
it. I mean,
absolutely not.
two banged up quarterbacks, AJ Brown out. I mean, I wouldn't do it.
Plus, you can't forget about the good old primetime unders. That coach absolutely threw at us all season long.
We did. It did hit, and then it broke us up for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, I
Then
don't know.
we
You
forgot
never
it.
know.
We forgot all about it, but I don't know, man. I don't see how they score 7 touchdowns in this game.
I don't
Combined.
either.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I don't
Because in
either.
the total 43 or something like that.
Even the first time they played, wasn't the final score like 22 to like 10 or something, 22 to 7.
Something like that. Yeah, yeah. Well, Trent's on the Bucks.
Oh,
I wanted the Bucks. I think I picked the
I mean,
Bucks in our pick 'em, but Trent's on the Bucks. I'm gonna have to bet the Eagles.
I'm telling you now that I think the Eagles win this game.
It's a
And
fair pick to pick the Bucks. Like I can
No,
understand
I
the
think-
How?
reasoning.
How?
How?
Yes,
But
how?
this is literally a game where it's like I need to flip my phone, and if it lands on the screen, then the Eagles are gonna win. If
No.
it lands on my phone case, the Buccaneers are gonna win. I have
It's
no
not-
idea
it's
who's gonna
not-
win this game.
It's
I have
not
no
that
idea.
close. I'm telling you right now, it's not that close. The Eagles win this game by 2 touchdowns.
I mean,
Donnie?
that could happen.
Donnie?
That easily could happen.
I'm going to
Donnie?
disagree. I am definitely going to disagree. The Eagles have been a hot mess in their
Dumpster
last
fire.
6 games. I mean, just complete dumpster fire. They beat the Giants,
What about
and
the
that's
Pan-
it. They lost to the Giants, the Cardinals, Seattle. They got blown out by Dallas. I don't think that the Bucks have been that bad all year. I think they have struggled at times, but their defense plays phenomenal. It's the big thing with the Bucks is, can they get the ball to Evans? When they get the ball to Evans, they do well. That said, they have struggled getting him the ball. But AJ Brown being out, that's huge. That's huge. I
That is
think the Bucks
massive.
have a very good chance. I would really like to tease this game up at take the Bucks at 10 and under 50, because I think that's the play.
The Bucks plus 10 and under 50.
Yep.
And so, what would it be the other way? Eagles minus. I don't even know what the damn
Eagles
line is.
plus
the Eagles
Eagles
mo-
plus 3. They're
Yeah.
minus
Yeah, I was
3
gonna say the
already.
Eagles are favored, correct?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
minus
That's
3.
what I thought.
Eagles.
But I think
Eagles
I
plus
think the
3.
Bucks could easily beat them by a touchdown. I don't know that, I don't know that they will, but I think they have the ability to, because when the Eagles have been getting beat, they've been getting beat badly.
I
17
could
points to the Giants.
I could not disagree more with I
I
mean,
know. I know.
dude, this Bucks team's bad. I get it. The Eagles have been bad. This Bucks team is not fucking good. Like at
Are you
all.
seeing this game like you did the Browns Texans game?
Possibly. Possibly.
I mean, you're adamant about them being
I
bad,
am.
that bad.
No. So the Browns game, I was adamant. I wasn't like this. I knew that. I mean, it was a home game for the Texans. I knew it's a home game for the Bucks. This Bucks team is not fucking good. They are not fucking good.
So how are the
All
Eagles
that
gonna
being said,
score?
give me the Eagles minus 3. Give me the Eagles minus 3.
There we go.
Give me the Eagles minus 3.
Dude, I mean, they still have Devontae Smith. They still
He
have.
is a very good wide receiver.
I
Very
mean,
good talent.
True.
I
They have
don't-
Julio.
Yeah, Julio
The
got
red
eat.
zone threat.
They have Julio.
Hold on.
Can't forget about Goddard too.
There you
He
go.
gets lost sometimes,
He
but
gets lost,
you
but
can't forget about Goddard.
I'm telling you, I could not disagree more with the Bucks, man. They're so bad.
I've got White over yards
Good
rushing
call.
Why?
That's a good call.
I mean, I'm just wondering why.
because they're going to
Which
have
is-
to. Because I don't think they're going to. I don't think Homeboy's going to throw for his yards.
I think there's a strong chance Baker does not finish this game.
That's what I mean. So they're going to have to
Yeah,
hand
no,
the ball
you're-
off.
You're not wrong. That's why I think
They're going to have to
3
hand
is-
the ball off.
3 is very fair.
Yeah.
That's why I think 3 is very fair to take if you want to take minus 3. Because I think they're going to win by 7.
Well, Tristan said 14. What other prop bet do you have for tonight, Donnie?
I am looking at that right now. There was one that I saw earlier. It is a receiving prop. It is.
What do you have, Tristan? I know you're adamant about the win, but do you have any props on this?
Devontae Smith over catches.
That's a
Mike
good one.
Evans, anytime TD.
No.
He has
No.
to score.
No.
He has to score.
For them to
no?
win, the Evans is 4.5 on touches. I love that one. And the other one is Cade Otton over receptions.
If you're gonna take a receiver for Tampa to score, I would take Chris Godwin.
That's a good one for scoring. I agree with that.
If
But
you're
Otton is
gonna take
For
Otton is
scoring,
over.
absolutely.
Otten is over 2.5 and Evans is over 4.5. Those are both super low. And
Sorry, what?
they've both been getting 6 to 7 targets per game. So I think both of those are easy money.
Yeah,
Cade Otton
especially
and Mike
considering the
Evans.
Eagles' defense is as open as Swiss cheese.
Agreed.
What happens when that championship pedigree comes back out tonight, though?
If I see that championship pedigree tonight, I will be the first one to say that I wasn't on the NFL podcast, but I did pick the Eagles to go back to the Super Bowl.
They will not go back to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. Why are you wearing an Eagles jacket and you're a Ravens fan?
My dad's an Eagles fan. He grew up in Philly.
Dude, those guys in Pennsylvania,
Philly.
I mean, they are on.
They have
are
no
on
idea
10
who they-
different bandwagons.
Yeah, they have no idea who they're pulling for.
Not a clue.
Oh, I know who I'm pulling for.
He's a Steelers fan.
Lamar
tonight.
Jackson. Oh, well, never.
Lamar Jackson.
Never.
Give me
We're
Lamar.
pulling for Lamar Jackson.
Okay, what sounds better then? Eagles +4 and under 50.5, or Tampa +10 and under 50.5?
I like Tampa.
Who are you asking?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I like Tampa.
Man, I might not even do it. Damn. Okay, I don't know. I got to get through this game. I've still got a couple of prop bets. The Steelers are possessing this ball for like 6 minutes in this drive.
Yeah, they're about to score and some crazy
Make it a
shit's
one
about to
possession
happen.
game.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they make it a one possession game, then I'll definitely get my Josh Allen yards for sure in
Yep.
this, hopefully, and then the -9. But anyway,
Kyle, we got
All
anything
right.
to look forward to in college basketball this week? Oh, announcement.
Anything to look forward
Ooh.
to in college basketball this week? I am glad you brought that up. We have tomorrow, we have the Indiana rivalry game of Purdue going to Indiana. I know Purdue just lost, but Indiana always gives Purdue fits no matter how bad or how good Indiana is. That being said, please take the Indiana to cover the 9.5 points against Purdue.
All right.
dude, how good did Marquette look today?
Well, I was working. Didn't get
Oh, dude, they came out swinging and they didn't stop.
I'm gonna
Marquette-
tell you what
They look
team
good, real good.
high on my radar right now, no matter who they play, is UNC Greensboro.
I
I
thought you were
gotcha.
about to say UNC, and I was unfortunately going to agree with that statement. But
I'll tell you what, and I'm going to start getting on this bandwagon. I watched the game. They're not very good in the second half, although they did finish today. We bet Michigan first half against Ohio State. Dude, they come out and play pretty good ball in the first half. They just can't finish. Well, they finished today, but that's something to watch. Is Michigan first half plays? I mean, they're not bad. Now they're not good. They're not bad. I'm out of the Ivy League. Like I said before, I got snake bit today. There's no reason to foul with 2 seconds left. There's no reason to foul a 3-pointer. They fouled it, and it's just oh my gosh,
No.
things like that drive me nuts. What else? How about my Aggies?
that was an
Taking
impressive
Kentucky.
win. That was an
Huh?
impressive win. But I
It
mean,
was.
it
I
was
had them
that
on the
kind of
money
week in
line.
college basketball. It really was that kind of week in college basketball.
Well, the whole week before that, it's the same way. The big dogs all went down, huh?
Dude, college basketball is getting fucking epic right now.
It is crazy.
College basketball, it's the most even. I don't want to say it's the most even it's ever been, but like from when I have been alive, I should say, I feel like it's the most even it's ever been.
Well, so Tristan started his $150 deal, making $150 betting his podcast, which is really y'all need to watch that. It's really I get on it.
I have.
It's fun. It's fun, man. And so I asked him. We looked at I'm starting to look at double-digit spreads, because if it's anything in under double digits, I mean, a foul here or there, a couple of free throws here or there late in the game, when you're cooked. So let's look at the double-digit spreads and can they cover? Now we hit one. I can't remember who it was.
James Madison.
James Madison, yeah, like a -14 or something. Ended up beating him by 30. But I'm to that point, man, where if I see a double-digit spread, I'll look into that game. But if it's a 3 or 4 point spread, screw that, man. That ball can, I mean, it can take a crazy bounce either way. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't give a shit about that. I want to win money, man. So let's see, who was it? Who we on? What is it? JMU. What was the other one in the Ivy League? Princeton in the Ivy League.
Princeton.
Grand Canyon is still in the mix.
Absolutely, Grand Canyon's still in the mix.
Where's Grand Canyon at?
Huh? I don't know. Are they in Iowa or Ohio? Are they in
Something
the East,
like
right?
that, yeah. If you want a big game, Wednesday night, number 1 UConn versus number 18 Creighton. Creighton's been playing good ball. I love that matchup. I think it'll be a really good game to watch. Don't know that I'll have a play in it. The line's probably going to be super sharp, but it is the game to watch this week. As far as what's on the schedule, good matchups. Then Creighton goes back and plays Seton Hall, so they are in murderer's row. Cincinnati also has a couple of home games versus top 25 teams. I think they could pull off. I think they could pull off 1 or 2 of them. Over in the
TCU
SEC,
is due for a letdown spot.
They are.
TCU is due for a letdown spot.
Are we still looking at
goes to
BYU?
Cincinnati tomorrow.
Are we still looking at BYU? Are they still high on the radar?
BYU's kind of fallen off my radar. I'm interested to see what they do tomorrow night home against Iowa State, but their road games did not look very pretty.
Who does TCU have next? I'm sorry I interrupted you guys.
No. TCU goes to Cincinnati tomorrow night.
Yep. They have
You like
Cincinnati,
Yeah.
and then they have Oklahoma State, or who do they play after that? Iowa State.
Mhm.
They have 2 top 25-ish teams, so they're also in a murderer's row. Friday, I think it's Friday. Ole Miss and Auburn. That'll be a good game. It may be Saturday. I don't remember.
It's Saturday.
That's all right. We'll have one of these every day, and we'll lead up to it. Hey, I want to start a cult. Y'all ready?
Oh Lord!
My God.
I do. I want to start a cult. I want shirts and caps and everything, and it's a tennis cult. Guys, what do we have in tennis? What's coming up, man? Come on! I finally get you two. I finally get you two pricks together. You two pricks are finally here. What do we got going on?
I've been working on tennis. I have not bet it until today. Tonight is my first tennis bets of the year. I got a bunch. I've got Laszlo Desir. I've got Dosun Lajovic.
Okay, hold on a minute. What tournament is this? Where are they?
This is the Australian Open. Now, here's the kicker on this. Remember, this is not the best of 3 sets. This is the best of 5. So a player can get down a set and still win 3 more and be fine. Right. So there'll be a lot of chances for let's say a really dominant player like Alcaraz or Casper Ruud or somebody like that may drop the first set and may do it on purpose to tire their opponent out because they're not used to those long matches. So there'll be a lot of chance for live betting. But so far going into tonight, Laszlo Desir, Dosun Lajovic, Thomas Kakinakaras. What is his name, Tristan?
We'll just call him Big Dick. Call him Rooster. Call him Rooster.
Kakinakas, I think. Mackenzie McDonald and Daniel Evans.
That's a mouthful. That's what she said.
We will talk about this on another podcast. I suck at tennis names, and they are all over the place. There's more consonants than there are vowels. Then you've got a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
okay.
Wrong.
So this is Australian Open. Are they playing on clay, or sand, or grass, or hard court? What are they?
Sand.
I don't know. I mean, they play on different kinds of fucking surfaces. What are they playing on? Are they playing on water? They're playing on land.
I'd like to see somebody try and play tennis on water, man. That'd be interesting.
That'd be funny.
What are they planning on?
I told here's Kyle. This is what these 2 pricks forget. Is I told them when we start doing this to try to teach people how to bet, because we're trying to draw them in to teach. I want to know everything. Talk to me like I'm 5 years old and don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Tell me what I'm looking at, when I'm looking, and what time are these games? Are these when I'm asleep?
They're about
in the morning. When
they'll be starting 3.5 hours. Yeah. And they'll go all night. So it is. You got to remember they're way ahead of us. This is a hard court surface, but it's cushioned acrylic, so they're not natural surfaces. That said, I think this is at Melbourne Park, and there's 33 of those and 6 of the hard clay. So it's not listed as clay; it's listed as hard court.
So it's not like the stuff that we play on here in Texas.
Kind of. We play on concrete here.
Yeah.
Theirs is more of an acrylic, so it's like a plastic or an epoxy, but that way they get the same spin as clay. So they do have a more sticky surface.
Does that go into play when you start looking at your bets?
Oh, of
Yes.
course, of course. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
There's certain players play better on different surfaces.
exactly.
Okay. Well, this is why
If
I'm
somebody
asking
has
this
a lot
question.
more spin or a lot, when I say spin, when you're serving or whatever, you're either going to go with top spin or you're going to make it flat, which means it kind of spins
Right.
backwards. So it's just like when you're shooting a basketball, you want a lot of backspin on it. Same thing. You're either trying to make the ball jump on the player or you're trying to make it skip. So yeah, surface definitely matters a huge amount.
All right, I like it. Hey, by the way, James Cook just hit my rushing yards prop. So congratulations, James. Out of me.
Did
All right,
Pittsburgh get in
Tristan-
the end zone, or did they get a field goal?
Field goal.
Field goal. 21-10. Tristan, who do you have in tennis? Do you have any bets lined up? Have you even looked yet?
Look, yeah. So quick.
Are you in
look,
line with
I
Donnie?
I like Arthur Fields -6.5. And then I also like
What does that mean? -6.5.
All right, so I like Arthur Fields to beat Vesely by over 6.5 games.
Combined in all 5
All
sets?
5 sets, yes.
See? I just learned something, Kyle.
And then also I like Laszlo Degier money line. He's playing
He's a dog, huh?
That's one of the ones I gave you.
-145.
Does that scare you the way that scares me in baseball, the high juice in tennis? No?
No.
Nope.
No.
See, learn something else there, Kyle.
And then let me see one last one. Probably wouldn't go heavy, but Daniel Evans versus Sonego. He's a dog. +105.
That's one of my other picks, Danny Evans.
Okay, so real quick, you guys agreed on him. Why
I have
is that
one
a
more.
good pick?
I have one more.
Why did y'all have?
Why
that
do we
same
like
name?
Daniel Evans?
Yes.
Donnie, go ahead.
So Evans has been playing good tennis. He is also in this environment, he's well acclimated to the surfaces, meaning he knows how they're going to run. He's played this match a lot. He's played in this surface a lot. The reason that he's a little bit of a dog, and it's not much, I mean, it's 105. So, I mean, it's almost a straight
Yeah.
pick 'em, is his opponent is from this area. So he gets that home court advantage that everybody looks for. And it may not seem like it matters much, but in tennis, it's usually a big deal. Like you get a Frenchman that's playing in the French Open,
Yeah.
and everybody's like, Hugo Gaston, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Hey,
I
the French
got
guy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the big
Start
thing.
throwing baguettes and shit on the court. I get you.
Let's not get crazy.
Okay, one last one. Fade Carlos Alcaraz. Take Richard Gasquet +9. Fade Carlos.
Why? How do you
Carlos
come up with that?
because Carlos has been starting these tourneys very slow, and he has had an injury. He played in the finals, didn't look good, and I expect him to at least start slow. I expect him to win, but not by 9
Okay.
games.
So you guys are really diving into the players and the surfaces and shit. Donnie, do
Yeah,
you
you
look
have
at do you look at bets and handles the way you do football
Yeah.
and baseball and
Of course.
basketball, or no?
Of course. No, of course. It is harder to find some of the data
Yeah,
because
I
they
don't
don't
know.
pull the same data streams as everybody else, but yeah, you have to.
Awesome. Hey, we're going to have a lot more, guys. I thank you for being here today. This is our daily Chalk Talk. Go over a little wild card. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully these guys can join me to talk about these last night games. I want to move on to some more
sir.
tennis, though, because this is really something that I want to get into more and more, and I want to learn these names and what's going on. Plus, basketball is heating up. Kyle, hope you come back. Let's keep this thing rolling. We got to win some more basketball bets. But anyway, Tristan, thank you. Kyle, thank you. Donnie, thank you. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
everybody, for listening. And make sure you like, comment, share. Come on back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully live again. If not, it'll be recorded. But we'll be back tomorrow. Come join us. I'm your coach, Coach's Call on Tap, Daily Chalk Talk.